Yo, what's good YouTube? It's Swole Trade Out 20 Trade. We back again with another video. Today is going to be a little different. It's not going to be a 1v1. We're not going to be reviewing basketball. We're going to be talking about the mindset. Like, I think it's more important than playing the sport itself. Because the sport is the sport. But this mindset translates way beyond basketball. You know what I'm saying? And what better video to like explain than this page I found called Grave Mind. I've been following them for like I want to say 2 years now, but the video is on being resilient. And like I said, it correlates to basketball, it correlates to outside of basketball, but I'm gonna make all the examples I talk about relate to basketball today because this is what this channel is about. Excuse me, my channel is about. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Like I said, this is something I've studied and I would recommend it. I'm gonna put it in the description so you can watch it on your own time.
All that you have at the moment you've attracted.
Hold on, let me spike this up a little bit.
By the person you are.
Alright. And if you like anime, it's going to give the anime reference.
If you will change yourself, everything else will change for you.
That's a bar right there itself off the rip. It's a bar itself, but I don't want to stop the video every 2 seconds. I'm going to explain this one. You know what I'm saying? So what they said was, let's play it back.
Will change for you.
If you change yourself, everything will change for you. Some players be trying to really harp on the fact of, yo, I'm not doing this, I'm not getting that. Well, how about you change your attitude about the situation that you're in, and the results might change. Change you. You can't change the situation. Control the controllables. You feel me? I feel like the camera's off a little bit. There we go. But yeah, control the controllables. I remember my father used to always tell me that. Like, what can you control out of this situation? You know what I'm saying? What can you make hold of your own? You know what I'm saying? So like, hey, the controllables will be how you approach it, how you approach the game, how you get your mind prepared for the game, any of that. Because honestly, your vibe dictates not just yourself, but the whole, like, your whole atmosphere. Like, everybody that's around you. You know what I'm saying? Say you walk in the locker room and be like, yo, like, what type of time is Trey on today? Like, yo, like, what is he on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not passing him the ball. You know what I'm saying? You see what he's on? Or they might adapt and be on what you're on. You feel me? Is that a win-win for real? Well, change how you approach something.
You don't have to change what's outside. All you've got to change is what's
inside. Like I just said, bro.
Don't wish it were easier. Wish that you were better.
Yes. Don't
wish for fewer problems. Wish for more skills.
Let it play. I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
It's not what happens in the world that determines the major part of your future.
The controllables, man.
What happens to us all. The key is what you do about it.
Yes.
Life is the struggle to keep death at a respectable distance. Would there be life without death? Death seems to want to move in prematurely, and you've got to push it back to live as long as you possibly can.
It's a bar. It's a bar. Like, think about all the things that are going on in the world. What's being pushed in front of you. What's being placed on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can control that. Like, you can really be on some time like, yo, I don't want to see that. You can control what you see. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be the screen, whether it be with your circle. Sometimes you can't control your environment because, say, if you're a kid or whatever the case may be, but you still can make it of your own. You have your own room, right? You have your own house if you're an adult. You have your own, whatever the case may be. Make it your own. Put signs in the house. If you don't even like where you live, put pictures of where you want to live. You know what I'm saying? Make that space your space. And he said you want to keep death at a very far distance only because of your mind. Your mind. Like, for example, I knew somebody that always said, but I'm gonna mess around and get sick. I'm gonna mess around and get sick, man. You know what I'm saying? Mess around and got sick. Mess around and got sick. Boy, like, you speak these things. You speak life into you. You also speak death into yourself. You know what I mean? So, like, these words hold power. And they snowfall. The word you speak to yourself, you're telling yourself. Your mind only knows, your subconscious only knows what you tell it. You feel me? When I play basketball, I tell myself I'm the best. When I'm outside of basketball, or say when it comes to a girl, like I'm approaching a female, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get her. You know what I'm saying? It's confidence. But there's a difference between the other one, which I'll explain another time. But belief that life you can bring life into something. Like I said before, you can also bring death into something. And most people do it to themselves on a regular, bro. I'm telling you.
Illness is out to push your health into a small corner.
I'm telling you, bro.
You've got to make sure that your health regimens are out to push your illnesses into a small corner. Life will give you some pretty big challenges, but unless you practice on the small ones and master those, you don't have a chance on the major ones.
Would you rather multiple small wins, or would you rather you get that one big all at once? Most people are going to say, you know what I'm saying, the big win at once. Most people will say that. You know why most people will say that? Because of the fact of the road to get it is much easier. You will want it to be much harder because you're more grateful because of the journey that you've been on. That's what I just said at the beginning. But yeah, them small wins, boy, they lead up to the bigger thing. And you see yourself growing each time. If you just get it off the rip, there's no... That's like, okay, it's like this. I have a little brother, right? We teach him things to try to understand money, right? We give him all the money at once. He'd be like, all right, I'm going to go buy this. And then be like, boom. All right, he buys it. You know, it doesn't last long. It's gone. And then we gave him the other side of it. All right, we're going to pay you periodically, but at the same time, you're going to work for it. Now he has more gratitude for reaching that goal that he's wanted, or whatever it is that he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, yo, like, all right, I'm going to do it again. And I know how to do it again because of the journey. Because of the journey, you feel me? And it correlates to everything else. You go play basketball, I got to throw up 100 jumpers. I got to throw up reps. Eventually, you mess around and get better. You become a better shooter.
Everything tomorrow, and you were gathering all the courage to try again, it would take a lot of self-appreciation. You need to know in your heart and mind that you have the skills, the talent, and the strength to do it one more time. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, no matter how large or how small.
Yep.
You have to approach the situation rationally and figure out how to bounce back from your loss.
Yes. Not sit and pout and mope.
Children who grow up in the unfortunate circumstances of poverty, abuse, or neglect, and later become successful are known as dandelion children. If they can succeed and prosper amidst terrible conditions, they can grow anywhere. It's important to be more like a dandelion child.
It's a fact.
To be able to grow and prosper and succeed despite our current conditions and losses. To be resilient.
Yes.
A resilient person won't give up. A resilient person will, in spite of all obstacles and setbacks, keep doing it until everything is back on track.
Whew. Felt that one. The best way I can say it is, like, most people have it just in them. I know people that just work. They don't even have to talk. They just work. Don't know what situation they're in. They just work. And then eventually they move in their feet enough to get them outside the rut, for real. You know what I mean? Despite whatever situation that they're in. You know? And that's just plain and simple. Like, you have to stick to it. You know? Like I was saying before, like when I was practicing to Basketball Reference to get a jumper, like, I wanted to quit. I was like, yo, like, I think I'm getting by with just getting to the basket, getting fouled. No. There's another side of you. There's another version of you that you need to unlock. And how do you unlock it? Staying down. Doing the reps. Doing whatever it is you need to do. If you're a person, if you're an adult and you want a certain thing, whatever, whether it be a car, apartment, whatever the case may be, it's the same repetition. Put in, like, go to work, sacrifice. Don't go out, don't do this, don't do that. Mess around, get it over time. But you have to stay down. That's the real thing, though. That's the main thing. Like, you'll be back on track. Outside is not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? For basketball, getting into the lane is not going nowhere. As you get older, you're going to actually want to stay from getting in the lane. Save yourself, save your body. You know, more skillful. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go through these ups and downs, these pain, just to get to that.
I've got a good question for you. Is the best you can do all you can do? Strangely enough, the answer is no. Imagine dropping to the floor right now and doing as many push-ups as you possibly can. And let's say for some reason you haven't been doing any push-ups lately, so the best you can do is 5. But is 5 all you can ever do? The answer is no. If you rest a little, you can do 5 more. And if you rest a little more, you can do 5 more. How did we get from 5 to 15? It's a miracle.
It's a miracle, huh?
If you continue that pattern, is it possible to get up to 50 push-ups? It's all a matter of discipline. And it begins with one simple step: doing what you can. Once you have done that, you can keep working to bring your best to a higher level. Each time you complete an activity and take a rest, you're preparing yourself for an even greater accomplishment. Don't rest too long, because the weeds can take over the garden.
This is a fact.
Kids have that figured out. They take rest as a necessity, not an objective. Do battle with the enemy. Do battle with your fears. Build your courage to fight what's holding you back, what's keeping you from your goals and dreams. Be courageous in your life and in your pursuit of the things you want and the person you want to become.
I used to have this issue too. I used to have this issue when I was in college. It's called FOMO. You know what I'm saying? FMO, FOMO. The fear of missing out, right? So I would push myself to exhaustion, like to the point where game time happened, I was tired. You know what I mean? Like I was that kind of guy. But and injuries started happening. Your body starts to wear and tear, break down. What I later got better at is understanding you can take rest. Listen to your body. Don't be prideful. Don't have the ego like, yo, like I don't want this to happen, that to happen. That's your mind telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's just your mind telling you that. Ignore that. That's just fear. Understand that you always got, you put in the work. You work. You're good. You know what I'm saying? So now that you put in the work, you earned your rest. You earned it. You know? Like having that thought of I gotta work. Yo, if I don't work, I'm not gonna be great. I'm not gonna be great. You're gonna be great regardless. I'm not saying not to work and just be lazy. I'm saying do the work, but also prioritize rest, or it's gonna chase you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be quick, fast, in a hurry, where it's just like, all right, I'm injured or I'm overexhausted. By the time I get to the game, I'm sore, I'm shot. The game should be the easy part, you know. Just take that into consideration because I experienced that myself.
Focus on accomplishing what's right in front of you at this moment. Ignore what's off in the distance someplace. Substitute real-time positive thinking for negative future visualization. Discipline yourself to look neither forward nor backward, and you can accomplish things you never thought you could possibly do.
Stay present. You can basically saying to stay present. What can you do in this moment to be better? What can you do in this moment to push yourself an inch closer to your goal? What is it? What can you do? The controllables. You know what I mean? What can you do to be like, all right, I'm happy about today? You know? I'm just gonna let it continue. I think that's pretty clear and cut.
Things, no matter what happens. Whether or not your losses had anything to do with you, your future success has everything to do with you. People can do incredible things, unbelievable things, despite the most impossible or disastrous circumstances. Humans can turn nothing into something, disaster into success. Be grateful for your adversity.
Yes.
Make your failures give birth to great opportunity, not prolonged agony.
I used to hear this a lot when I was or not when I was younger, but like a couple years ago. Your problems that you're going through, be grateful for them because somebody else would want your problems. I'm gonna say that again. Be grateful for your problems because your problems somebody else would love to have. I said the same thing, but a little slightly different. But be grateful for them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is completely off topic, or it is on topic. But in foreign countries right now, you know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking about this. It's wild stuff. It's like I said, it's out of pocket. In other countries, women have to sell their bodies to take care of themselves. I mean, women do it freely here in America, but they have to like sell their bodies to make money. Now, a step up for them in these other countries will be working in a sweatshop. Crazy. Be grateful. Be grateful, bro. Be grateful. Like I saw that what was it, like 2 days or yesterday or something like that. Like there was a girl in a foreign country. She had to sell her body. You know what I'm saying? Prostitution. She didn't want to, but in foreign countries. She's beautiful. She's like, I gotta do what I gotta do. But she got out and worked in the sweatshop, and she's completely happier. And then you gotta think about it here in America, a sweatshop. What the living conditions are terrible. It's a notch up from what she was doing. You feel me? Grateful.
And let you wallow in your sorrows until you die broke and alone. The world doesn't care whether you choose to stop here or to go on.
1,000% fact.
So you have to care. Don't settle for mere existence and self-pity. Make a commitment to excellence. The doors will open once you decide to get back on your feet and make your mark. If you don't like how something is going for you, change it.
Change it.
If something isn't enough, change it.
Oh my
If something doesn't suit you, change it.
Change it.
You don't ever have to be the same after today.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. You ever meet somebody that's just like, yo, how do you do what you do, bro? Yo, I'm trying to get in, or people that be like, I can't do it, bro. No, you can. You can. You don't want to do it. You don't want to feel that pain of actually getting the job done. Like, I can't lose weight. No, you can. You have the ability to change your surroundings, change yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, it's crazy to think about.
If there is one thing to get excited about, it's your ability
I used to be a big
make
kid.
yourself do the necessary things to get a desired result, to build the negative into success. That's true excitement.
I know there's some people out there be like, yo, Trey, I don't have access to a gym. You have access to a road, right? Run up and down the road. You have access to your room. Shoot, you can do lunges in your room. You can do push-ups in your room. You can run in place in your room. There's always a way to, some way be better. I promise you that, bro. I saw a channel recently. There's a kid in Africa, right? He wanted to do weighted push-ups. He filled up 2 Sprite bottles and tied them to his back. The fuck is y'all talking about, man? Always a way to get it done.
When you start responding instead of reacting to life, life will start responding to you. What is the measure of success? Results. All life asks is that we make measurable progress in reasonable time. The things that are easy to do are also easy not to do. That's the difference between success and failure, between daydreams and ambitions. Dreams are a projection of the kind of life you want to lead.
Yeah.
When you allow your dreams to pull you forward, they unleash a creative force that can overpower everything in your way. The smallest of disciplines can thereby transform your life. The voice within us says, get it done. Discipline then says, do it now, to the best of your ability. Heed this voice always, and the habit will become instinctive. The rewards of a disciplined life are great, but they're often delayed until sometime in the future. Unfortunately, most of us would choose today's pleasure over tomorrow's fortune.
Amazing.
You've got to really work on your consistent self-discipline on a daily basis. Otherwise, you'll find yourself distracted. Distracted by negative thoughts. Distracted by negative people. Distracted by self-doubt.
Distractions, man. Devil.
Never underestimate the power of your own consistent self-discipline.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. You show up every day to something, despite Like even to doing the video, like or in the anime, he was getting his butt whooped every day. Still showed up. Eventually, you're gonna get better. Eventually, you're gonna get better, bro.
Accepting responsibility is one of the highest forms of human maturity. It's not what happens in the world that determines the major part of your future. What happens, happens to us all.
Yes.
The key is what you do about it.
You know what's crazy? I get a lot. No, Trey, you don't understand. Like, bruh. I think it's crazy to think that nobody has ever been in your situation before. It's wild to think about. I think even when it comes to ideas, there's somebody that's had your idea before. There's nothing new in this world. You know what I'm saying? As far as like situations. It's all been replayed, it's all been refurbished. It's all been passed down to the bright side of it. You know what I'm saying? It's all been passed down, meaning there's information out there for whatever it is that you need tending to, good or bad. Good or bad, you feel me? It's just what approach do you want to take to it? The controllables, man. I tell you.
Think of more ways and means to use your own wisdom, your own philosophy. Use your own attitude, your own faith, your own courage, your own commitment, your own desires, your own excitement. Whether you're on your way to achieving your goals or you've already gotten there, you'll be as happy as you make up your mind to be right now.
Hey, man. Hey. Like I said, I've watched this video a whole bunch of times. Throw it on when I'm in the car. Throw it on when I'm just in the crib, folding clothes. It don't matter what I'm doing. You feel me? But, you know, just take in mind these things. Like I said, it's not just with basketball. It's full circle. How you are character-wise basketball, you know what I'm saying, with basketball, 10 times how you are outside of basketball. You feel me? Like, I know people that's detailed when it comes to plays. They're detailed out of life. Man, out in life. Excuse me. But yeah, bro. If you guys like more videos like this, thumbs up the video. I could talk mindset all day long. I love this stuff. I love it. And this is, like I said, this is a great video. Be resilient. I'm going to put it down in the description. And like I said, I'm 20 Trey. I'm 20 Trey. If you got any videos you want me to react to basketball wise or even mindset and explain a book, whatever, let me know in the comments. Besides that, I'm gone.